Hello, welcome back everyone. So, where were we when we left off? Phone's all charged up. Oh yeah, that's right. Right here. Like my new gloves? Nice and pretty, huh? So that's kind of what it looks like. I did a rough, dry matching here, and look at that, just beautiful. I don't have those things where they join up in the corners, but you know what? I'm not gonna glue these together. I'm gonna nail them. Got a little braid nailer. I'll put some glue on them just to put, give it some, just make it stick together. But that's the idea right there. So that's how it's gonna go. Done with the miter saw for the most part. And so hopefully I can get a flat surface here to work on. Which maybe I'll just take just a piece of plywood and just literally just put it on top of my table saw, which is always good. Let's see here, blow off all this junk. Sorry about that, all that noise. Just trying to make some room for this. Get it out of the way here for now, because I need the room to make my little table here so I can work. Off of it now. Eventually I'm going to have my table right here somewhere. You'll get to see eventually you'll see it. I'll put an episode up there on it. One day, it's all going to come together. So that's just small flat pieces of plywood. And let me get some of the thicker pieces up here. Yeah, like this. Oh, goodness. Sometimes I wish I didn't have so much junk just laying around here. But you know what? When it's free, it's hard to say no. Okay, some of them already have some nails in them. I gotta be careful. So, there we go. There we go. Instant table. All right, so I got a little instant table. This was my sandblasting cabinet. I see some nails here. I got to probably pull those out just to make it a little safer for me to work on it. Excuse me for the bright light. But it's kind of nice to have the garage door open. Sorry if it's annoying some of you, but that's just tough. That's the way I like it. You can go onto a different channel if you want. Anyways, let's see here. Where are my pliers? Okay, let's get the big pliers out. And eventually I'm going to have my toolbox here, but I'm just using this piece of plastic to do that now. So, anyways, let's get back to here. There we go. Secure you a little bit better. And just for my safety, I just want to make sure I don't gouge myself on this edge or anybody else walking by. So I'll just pull these out. These are just little braid nails. Let's see if you want to see it. There we go. They just come out like nothing. So they just come out like nothing. I got a whole bunch right here. Trying to use what I got. Okay, well, I guess we don't have to worry about that one until we saw through it or something. I apologize if you can't see this, but just bear with me, I'm almost done here. Since I have a lot of kids come through here, my daughter comes through here, my wife sometimes comes through here with the baby. So, okay, since all those are out, alright, I feel a little bit safer now. So voila, I got an instant table here I'm going to work off of. Sorry for the brightness. Just dumping the nails in a bucket now, so we don't hurt anybody, especially me. Alright, so let's get this thing up here. Okay. Let's get this thing up here. Let's get this up here now. Now that I've gotten it. So now you know what it looks like. Or you have an idea what it looks like anyway. Let's blow some air off of it. And there's Looks like I still got to use the table saw, but I'm going to do some, I'm going to show you this neat trick here that kind of makes it look a little smoother. Let's see here. Let's just kind of put it in place right now. Anyway, let's just see how it looks. Let's see how it looks. Let's see. Let's just put it together. Doesn't matter which side or no. There we go. We'll just match up one side first, and then match up all the other sides after that. There we go. And they should just match up nice and perfect. Keep in mind this wood's not really straight, so you'll just have to force it. Okay. So pretty much here's my picture frame. And then whichever way, this will just flat out go in there like this, and then I'll put my plywood right over. And basically I'm going to use some of the scrap plywood. Let's see if any of these fit on in here. I think this will fit nicely. It doesn't have to be glued. It just has to, you know, just has to work. There we go. Yeah. There we go. See? Plywood fits on that nicely. So that'll be my backing. Or I could do it like this. It doesn't really matter. They're both pretty ugly. Point is, that's just to keep the you know, whiteboard in there in place. So okay, so now with the help of my handy dandy clamps here, we're gonna get this done. So let me see where I am at. Okay, so I have to push it out. Oh. Okay. So I mean, it's pretty safe to say it's gonna work just by looking at that. So what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to make my workspace a little bit easier to work with, and I guess I'll choose to work on this side. Okay. So I'm choosing to work on this side here. Okay. And this isn't the most prettiest pieces of wood, but you know what? Sometimes it gives it a lot of character. So, and I'm cool with that. So I put a little bit of glue, but I'm gonna just, for the most part, just nail it in. You know, I'm not gonna. Okay, there we go. So I do use clamps here, and these clamps should be sufficient for what I'm planning to do with it, because I really don't want to buy that contraption, whatever that is that they got. So there we go. So what I like to do is I like to take it to the edge right here, and then I'm going to take it to the edge. I'm going to glue it. Just glue it, take it to the edge, and with my hands just feel it out, push it together, clamp it, nail it, and then let it dry. While it's doing that, I'm probably going to do this side and let it dry, and then you know, that's just how I do it. And that works for me. So let's get some glue. Let's get some glue. This is just any wood glue. Doesn't really matter. It's not like I do this for a living. It's from my wife, so she better like it. If she doesn't like it, I'm gonna have to divorce her. That's just the way I am. There we go. Some leverage here. Just getting some leverage for this thing. There we go. Alright. And I got these screwdriver sets here. If you know anything about these, I got them for free, and I plan on getting 1,000,000 of those. Let me see what else it came with. It came with these little small ones too. It's a 6-piece screwdriver set. Comes in real handy because I hate to use my good screwdrivers for general purpose use, but I can use these because they'll strip a little bit, and that's fine because again, these were free, so I get to kind of abuse them a little bit. Okay, so let's go ahead and glue this up, and while they're drying. And so if you see my series on the miter saw, you know that these are already 45s. I don't have to check them. I've already been through that, done that. I guess if you do, it should be a good idea to check them. But obviously, I put it together, and they work. So I'm not overly concerned about it. So a little bit of glue, just wipe it, fill in those holes. Just wipe it so it fills in any gaps. I love these gloves. I mean, just go and just wipe those things, fill in those gaps. I'm just going to, just with my hand, just feel for the pressure. And then I'm just going to take this and, let me see here. Just want to make sure it's on this here. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to really clamp it down. Okay. There we go. Voila. That's how I do it. I mean, it's and let's nail this thing. I got a lot of junk here. It's a nice day, so I had to use a trailer recently. Okay, got this, and let's see what kind of nails I need. Okay, let me see, straight 5/8 or 1 1/4. I like to use the 1 1/4 myself. Use the 1 1/4. Okay, let's get some oil. Get some oil. So I got some oil. I'm ready to rock. So my little table right here. So your table saw can become literally a table. Multi-purpose use here. So, and that's what I go for, multi-purpose use. I'm limited on space. I only got a small, it's not a small garage, it's a garage. That's no bigger or smaller than your garage. Okay, that's oiled. Always put some oil in there. Never hurts. Never hurts. I mean, it can't really hurt, can it? I don't think so. And then my little 3-gallon air compressor. Yay. So I got the 3-gallon air compressor going here. Okay, just trying to get an idea where my hands are so you all can see that. Pressure's probably a little too high, but that's alright. Oh, yeah. It's at 70, which is perfect. That's where this needs to be. So what do I got in here? Let's find out. Okay, I got a little bit of the 1 1/4, which is what I want. So let's just go ahead and start nailing this thing. shall we? So let's see here. I'm on my knees with my knee pads. Okay, so let's get down to business here. There's a knot right there. And the problem with the knot is it just wreaks havoc on the nail. So I'm going to try to avoid that. And I'm going to try to nail it. There we go. Okay, that looks pretty good. Okay, wear your safety glasses. And by the way, I went on a shopping spree recently. Got my new clear ones. Oh, and I can see so clearly. They get scratched up pretty good, but then again, they're really cheap. And I'd rather have these scratch up than my eyes scratch up. Okay, and then so once it's nailed in, it's pretty in there. I'll start moving it around a little so I can get a better get onto a better position here. There we go. There we go. And another one for really good measure. There we go. Okay, excellent. So this is going to be in there really good now. I could probably take the clamp off, but let's just leave it on. So that's going to be going. While that's going, let's see if I can get some of this stuff on over. Excellent. Excellent. Oh, yeah. And having another piece of glue down at this corner might help, but probably doesn't really matter. So now we can do this side here, same thing. I'm just going to glue it. I'm just going to glue it and then nail it. Glue it, clamp it, and then nail it. Because this wood's not always straight, and it's not, neither is the table, so. Okay, so let's get the glue and get going on this. I want to get this done, because my wife promised me some loving after this, and that's the only reason why I'm doing it, or else what's the point? What would be the point if there's no loving involved? And isn't that why most men really do things in this world anyway? Just to be loved, or get some loving. Alright, there we go. Oh, the glue's coming out, it's filling up. Excellent. And I'll wipe it with my fingers here. I'll just get a feel for it. Just wipe the glue, fill in the holes, if there is any holes. Sorry if you're not seeing all this. Okay. Now I'll get my second clamp. I only got two of these smaller clamps. The rest are kind of big, so it doesn't matter. By the time I'm done with this, I'll be done. Just want to make sure I get a good grip on this one. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Alright. Just get the nail gun, just nail that together now. That's all I do. I mean, this isn't like a really big piece. It doesn't have to be that professional. It's really simple, really easy. Make sure you watch your fingers, just in case this nail goes through or turns on you. There we go. Okay. sure that a nail went through. Yeah, a nail did go through. I gotta clear out some debris here eventually. But eventually clear out all this debris. Looks like it shot two for some reason. Oh. There we go. We're practically halfway there. If you want, you can fill in any gaps with the glue. That really helps, but I'm not going to really bother that much. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and just release this one, so I can go ahead and staple the other one. I'll just go ahead and release this right away as well. Once I got two nails in it, I'm ready to go. You can see it holds up pretty good, so nothing to worry. And then just going to go ahead and do this side. Look at that. Do this side. They just match up. See? They match up. Just got to clamp them down and give them a good nailing. And then voila, you got your picture frame. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Matter of fact, I might just go ahead, glue and nail both of them in right now. Glue and nail both of these right now. Okay. Of course, this glue isn't really holding up the piece, but I'm just putting it there. Why not? A little too much on that side, but that's alright. Just wipe it with your finger. That's all we need to do. Just wipe with your finger, and then you're done. There we go. And there we go. This one has a lot of glue on it, so but I try to match the corner up with my finger. Just have a feel for it. I'm not saying I'm a wood expert, but I see all these things on how to make stuff with wood. I mean, it's wood. I mean, what's the problem? I got a little too much glue. I'll just go ahead and just wipe it on a piece of scrap. There we go. You gotta love these gloves. I know I do. I love these gloves. There you go. Excellent. Let's go ahead and just put a clamp on this right now. Pretty satisfied. Okay. Alright. And then get this one. Get this to go. There we go. There we go. Just wipe the excess off. Try to fill in them holes. The excess glue that's coming out. That's all I'm doing. You could sand this down later if you really wanted to, but I'm not feeling it. I'm I'm just not feeling it. Let's wipe this excess stuff. Wipe it on my apron, whatever. Let's just put it on. And this should really make it even. There we go. Even it up. And bring this all together. See that? Sort of evening up right here a little bit. Just wipe with my finger, just wipe it down. Yeah, that's it. Alright. Ready to go on this. Now I'm just going to shoot some nails in it. Shoot some nails in this baby. Let's go ahead and just do that. There, one. And then two. Let's go ahead and just do it on this side here now. One, and then two. There we go. One, two. Maybe just move this over now. Guess I don't, it's just not really important. One, two. There we go. 1, 2, 1, 2. That should be it. I'm just gonna go ahead and just pop it. Take this out. Wipe the glue off of these before they get to dry up a little bit. And voila. Voila. You got your picture frame here. Wipe off any excess glue. Just let it dry on its own. Fill the cracks with the glues. And yeah, there you go. There you go. It's not that bad looking, huh? Just wipe this glue. Just wipe it in the cracks. Fill some holes up. Matter of fact, if you're really anal about it, you can just dab a little. Go ahead and just dab some on right now, and just fill the holes up yourself. There you go. Got any uneven spots? There you go. No one can tell the difference. Only you. Oh, voila. Voila. Now I got a lot of glue on my finger, but that'll probably come off. I wouldn't worry about it. I wouldn't even worry about it. Anyways, just be an extra layer to wipe off. So voila, there you go. You got your frame. Some parts are a little uneven, but that's all right. It's not a biggie. This wood isn't straight anyway. It's kind of warped a little bit. So if there's a little unevenness, who cares? So voila, got that done. I could probably put the glue away now. Close that off. Good. The excess glue, I just wiped it right on this carpet. See? There you go. great thing about having this carpet, it's just multi-purpose use. Voila. Yeah, put this away for another day, and we're ready to rock and roll. Alright, so what's next? What's going on here? Okay, so I'm still going to use this. Matter of fact, I need to. Oh, there's not very much. There's not very much left. Okay, good. I'll pop those out. 1.25 inches. This isn't a lot, so I'll just toss it. So I used whatever I had in there. Good. Make good use of it. Didn't have to use any more, so I still have some left. And then I load it with 5/8 nails, because the plywood's only about 1/4, so it's not gonna go through. So I get the 5/8 nails here, and if you don't have a braid nailer, if you're gonna do little projects like this, go get yourself one. It's worth it. Okay, so all right, mine's starting to open up here, so I might as well just open it up. See if I can pull a long piece out. There we go, without breaking. Excellent. Now I'm going to use one whole long piece. That's why I wanted one. There we go. So I just want to pop that in there. And they're really that small. There we go. So I figured I won't damage that. Now, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just basically going to, for the most part, put a piece of plywood over this after I put this on, of course. But let's see how this looks like now. There. It's a little. That's why you want to give yourself enough room here to play with it, because after you glue and nail everything, it doesn't always fit up, but it can. So let me see here. Everything's good except right about here, and I might just have to grind it a little bit. But other than that, it looks good. Which I'll just let me go grab that grinder. You have one, so you might as well use it, right? Of course, I'm gonna be putting on my face shield here. Oh, maybe not. I'm not gonna be directly looking at it, but. The point is now that you know how to, you don't need that fancy equipment. I never felt you did, and you can still get a pretty good miter. Of course, I nail my corners. I guess for people who need to just glue and glue only. Okay, that's cool. In fact, there's still a lot of deburring I have to do on this edge, so why don't I just go ahead and do that. Okay. It fits now. Oh, you gotta love your power tools, you gotta appreciate them. So basically, this is kind of what it looks like, and let's see if I could have it stay in. Voila! Look at that. Here you go. Voila! That's what it's supposed to look like. So, okay, excellent. Now you're saying, well, now what? Okay, so you got it in like that. So what? Now what? What's the deal? Let me see. What's wrong? I had it fit in. It's not fitting in anymore. It's giving me grief. Okay, there we go. So you're like, okay. Move it in a little bit. I'll move just a little bit. Okay. So, alright, let's just keep it that way. Now I'm going to take that plywood that I was showing you all, and hard thing about plywood is lining it up against the frame, but I have this thing I'll show you real quick. I'll try to line up against one side at least. Let's see if any side is straight enough to line up. This is pretty. I guess this is as straight as it's going to get on this side. So I'm going to go ahead and just line it up on this side, and I'm going to just nail. So I'm going to just nail it right through. And then after that, I'm going to take the table saw, and I'm going to have this little thing I use, and it's going to help me guide against the edge, and I'm just going to have a clean cut. I'm going to cut the saw, I'm going to cut the back end of the plywood right off, matching up against the frame of the picture frame. So, anyways, let's just put some nails in here just to close it, get this thing closed. There we go. Alright, try to work my way down here. I don't use staples, I use the nail, because when I bought the staples, the store where I had the staples don't quite work really well. So what I did is I just lined up the bottom edge here to this table edge, just so I can get a good idea where I'm going. And as you can see, it's a little bent. So I'll just start from this here. Let's see here. I got 3/4 of a to play with to nail on something, but I just want to make sure I'm nailing onto something. Let me put one right here. I might need a straight edge here to help me, just to help me a little bit of where I need to go. So that can help as well. Pushing it down as well can help. So figure out where it is. Right here. Right here. I always put another one in. There it is. Okay. At least it'll be in place now. So I'm going to push this a little bit to the edge so I can push down on it. I know it's a little bending here. There, I just want to push down on it so it doesn't move on me. And I'll just staple it in some places here, just to push it down. That's all I'm doing. Just trying to push it down. I'll put more when I could see it a little bit better. Same thing over here on this side here. That's the edge over there. This is the edge over here. No nail went through. Okay, actually 2 nails went through. Okay. So. Some nails in it, just for now, so I can figure out where it is. So from here to here, just put a nail in. Okay, there we go. At least I know one side is on good, and sometimes that's all that really matters. Okay, all right. Let's see how it looks. So that's what it kind of looks like. There you go. So now what? Well, this is where the table saw comes in handy again. I'm going to follow this and cut the plywood back and follow the edge on this, and kind of a nice little trick I kind of learned on my own here a little bit, just trying to figure out how to make plywood fit onto this back. Sometimes cutting it, even if I measured it and everything, it just never really fits on good. So just I had a concept of, well, what if I just put the plywood on it and somehow manage to cut along this frame exactly, have a little guide here to follow the frame so it can cut exactly right on there. And I tried it and it worked really well, and I said, well, let's keep doing it that way. So here I go. I'm gonna go ahead and do that here. Let's move everything out of the way here. So I don't longer need the angle grinder anymore. So that's done. Put your tools away after you use them, and take care of your tools. I've seen some people really abuse their tools, and they expect great things out of them. But anyways, that's other people, none of my business. I'll put this away. Just put this out of the way. I'm still going to use it. Just going to have to remember that it's still on. Put these nails away. Looks like they're about to fall right out of my hands. I'll just put them right here for now. So the table goes bye-bye again. Bye-bye, table. You're very helpful. Now you need to go. You need to go. Alright, so where am I going to put you? I'm just running out of room all over the place. So I guess I can just put you. I'll just put you outside. Crap. I'll just put you out here. Why not? And when I get organized, I'm going to be rocking and rolling. And oh, look at that! One of the feet fell off from the miter saw. Let's see which one it is. I think I found it. This one. This one has that one has feet right there. And let me see. I'm gonna check on this here. That one has feet. This one has its feet. Yep. Okay, found it. I want to keep those feet together. All right. So, how am I going to do this? Yeah, good. You're still recording. Let's see. I think I had a board. Where'd it go? The board is gone. Oh, here it is. So, here's the board. If you look at it, I'll just show you what I'll do. So I'll cut it as high as I need it to go, until the gullet hits that. Okay. Oh, the riving knife. There we go. So this is what I got here. So I line this up with this. If you notice, I already cut a notch out here where the saw would go. It's already, see that? So it's cut up. I just, more or less just put it right on, and it's gonna hit. So I'm just gonna barely move it right off a little bit so it stops hitting it. Okay, so there you have it. All right. Yeah. Now I gotta clamp this onto that. Crap, just moved it. I gotta start all over again. Isn't that wonderful? I just needed enough to not hit this. Okay. Okay. And I just need to put this here to keep it in place. Oh. Wow, saw this together, and we'll see how it works out. Okay. Okay, so it's just there to keep it in place. So there we go. So it doesn't move on me. And let's see if it works here. Hold on. It's gonna get loud. Turn down your volume here. Okay. So it's not hitting the board. Good. And then let's see if it's okay. It's kind of scraping on this, but not a lot. Not a lot. So that's good, because I'm gonna take. So basically, what I'm gonna do is, now that it's stapled or nailed in together, is I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna push the frame up against here, and I'm just gonna push this right on through, and then it's gonna cut for me. That's all it's gonna do. So I got an edge guide here. Just take it all the way through, and we'll see how it works. So let's give it a try. I'm just gonna put my face shield on, because I'm very handsome and I like to stay handsome. I got my goggles on, but you know what? It never hurts to do this. And I got my ear protection as well. Of course, wear ear protection. Always wear ear protection if you can. All right. All right, here we go, guys. Let's see if it works. So, what do you think? That's not too bad. I just have to nail this down. But if you look, it just follows the edge of this really good. So, and that's how I get a nice little edge on here. So let's, sometimes if it's a little too big, I might have to cut it again. Let's see here. If it's too big, because it hit the, you notice it hits the clamps here, just take it, just cut it, and then go through it over again. So that's what I'm going to have to do here. I'll go ahead and just do that. Try to get as close as I can. Okay. try to bring you out a little bit. So hopefully you got to see some of that. I hope you did anyway. And there you go. Let's have a look at the edge here. The edge, of course I have to staple, nail these down, but look at that. Nice edges all the way through, if you could see that. So, see, nice edges. And that's kind of how I got the plywood to work as a backing on this. Of course, when I cut it, I didn't see that little piece, but you know what? It gives it a little character, doesn't it? Anyway, so there you go. Voila! I made my dry erase board for my wife. This is about the size she wanted it. So this is how she's gonna get it. Right here. It's still a little. It's not that heavy, but at the same time, it's light enough for her to hold up. I'm just holding up right here on top. If she held it from the bottom, it'd be a little bit easier. And she could put it onto the whiteboard that we have upstairs. So I'm just going to go ahead and just finish it off. It's very simple. Just nail it from the back. Since I know where the edges are, just push down, like right here. See that little spot? Just push it down. Just push down and yeah, just push it down and nail it, and then that should be it. I should be done with this. So thanks for watching. And like I said, if I could do this, y'all can do this. So don't be afraid. And you know where I got the tools from. You know that it's not that expensive. Hope y'all enjoyed the episode series, and the miter saw did help a lot, actually, tremendously. Cut out a lot of the time of mitering. I could, before when I didn't have a miter saw, I used the table saw for everything to do my miter cuts. Wow. Anyways, battery's running out. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. Subscribe, view my channel, watch the other episodes, and click on some ads. Thanks.